Okay, good afternoon, class. So how are we today? We are fine. Okay, good to hear that you are fine today. So today is a special day. So, before we started our new lesson, let us first review our yesterday topic. So, what is our yesterday topic? Does anyone remember?
Types of machine.
Yes, Hafsa.
Types of machine.
Yes, very good. It's a type of sewing machine. Can you give me one part, Halima? Halima, one part and how to use, or what is the purpose of that part?
The pressure
Pressure?
and lifter pressure.
Okay. Lifter bar pressure. Very good. One more time. Yes. What parts of machine that you still remember? How about this? Okay, spool pin. Very good. So I'm glad you still remember our sewing machine parts, or parts of the sewing machines. Now, at the beginning of our new topic, let's break some code. Do you know what is a code? It's a secret message. So how we gonna do that? Okay? Let's say, break the code the following numbers to reveal the topic. Let's say, if A is number 1, B is number 2, letter C is number 3. Then, could you please break the code with the following sequence? 19, 20, 9, 20, 3, 8, 5, 9. Okay, please, I'll give you 1 minute to break the code so that you can identify what is the hidden word. Okay, time start now. Same thing. If A is number 1, B is number 2, so on and so forth. So what is the code? One letter, one number. Okay. This is plus 10 points for your activity. Hurry up, time is ticking, last 30 seconds. 19, 20, 9, 20 again, number 3, 8, 5, then 19. Who get the code? Yes. Very good. Yes. Give her a round of applause. Very good. Good, good. So you know how to break the code. So when we say stitches, today at the end of the session, we are going to discuss the types of stitches. Today we're going to discuss running stitches, chain stitches, and back stitch or back chain stitch. Then, your activity for the day, you're going to perform the back stitch. Before we carry on, what is the safety precautions in sewing? What do we need to put in our middle finger? You still remember? Yes, that is a protector, but we call it timbal. Timbal. So, if you're going to cut the thread, what tools that you're going to use? Scissor, not your teeth. Okay? Use the scissor or the trimming scissor. Okay? Very good. So, what is the purpose of stitching in garment construction? What do you think is important? The stitching. If there's no stitch, Can you wear the clothes? So what is the importance?
To create
Yes?
to create different clothes, different design clothes.
Okay, very good. That's another possible answer. So it is used to construct and to connect the fabric together. Without sewing, we are all nature lover. We don't wear anything. Same thing way back then. We only wear banana leaves just to cover ourselves. Okay? So that is the purpose of stitching. To attach the two fabric together to create a design or what you call it, fabric clothes. Okay? Yes. So let's now proceed the types of stitches. But before we proceed, what is stitch? Could you please read, Hannah?
Stitches are made of pipe, fastened,
Threaded.
threaded, tied with another out of the fabric. Stitches are
Divided into various groups, which includes temporary, permanent, and decorative. So, stitches is not only to combine the two fabrics. It can also to give some decorations. Remember the embroidery design that you were using your hijab? So most of the women, they like the best example is this one. You see the hijab has a decorative design. Okay. Now, let's start with the discussion of running stitch. Any idea what is the running stitch? Okay. When we say running stitch, it's a stitch used when there is no string. Its main uses are for joining seams, gathering threads, and stitching hems. The spaces between the stitches should be equal and balanced. Sometimes we use the running stitches as a temporary attachment. So, what it looks like, how we're gonna do it. It's only simple 3 steps. Just come in, stick in the needle and the fabric, come out, come in, and out. 1, 2, and 3. Just repeat the process, as you can see on the picture. Now, let's see what it looks like if you're doing it in actual. Okay? Hold on, give me a minute for the video. Okay. Please pay attention for this presentation so that later you know how to prepare your running stitch. Jenny? Okay, these are the possible design that you can create with the running stitch. Everybody can see? No, it's too bright. So running stitch is one of the basic stitches that you can create. So just prepare the one light line or very light line, and then measure 1 cm, 1 cm distance. As a beginner, you can use a guide like this. See, just come in and out. Do you get it? You understand? Okay, let us now proceed to the next lesson, which is the chain stitch. Okay. The next stitch is called chain stitch. Do you have any idea of this things? The chain. You know what it looks like is chain. It could interlock from one another. So, it is a hand embroidery. So again, chain stitch is for embroidery, not for permanent combining the two fabric. It is used for the embroidery stitch. It is made by inserting a needle into the right side of the fabric, holding the thread with the left thumb, moving the needle back to where the thread come out from, and then bringing the needle and thread to the short distance way. So what it is looks like if you are going to do. So it looks like exactly chain, but there is a procedure. Just one, open the thread, under the thread, two, and then pull, three. Okay, now, let's see with the video presentation. If you have a question, just raise your hand and then I will try my best to explain it to you. If you want to ask in Somali, it's not a problem. We have someone who can speak English in Somali. So I will speak slowly as much as I can. But if you don't understand me, please ask or raise your hand. So that we have a young lady here who can translate. Okay. Let's now proceed. How is the chain stitch will do? Okay. Okay, I think I clicked the wrong video. Okay, do it. Okay. See, this is the first step from under the fabric. Insert in the same thread. And then, split it out. There you go. Then, lock the chain. Then repeat the process. It's a 1 cm distance. It's a 1 cm distance. As a beginner, you can make a straight line and then measure 1 cm per dot so that you know the gap from each chain or stitches. Okay. You see? Do you understand? Okay. Okay, one more time. Okay, can we stop? Can we stop this time? Okay. Now, let's now proceed to our next topic. Is the back stitch. Okay. Back stitch, it's a similar of the stitches using the sewing machine. So, this is a strong hand stitch. Means we can use it as a permanent stitch. That can be used in place of straight machining. So, means we can, it's a similarity of sewing in the machine. The stitch is worked from right to left. So either or. So this is the 3 steps of back stitch. From A, that is a starting point, and then back for 1 cm, and then your needle will come out on letter C, point C. You get the theory. Now, let's see how it looks like when you're doing in actual. Okay. This is the back stitch. From the starter point A, go to the point B. You can see. Then repeat the process. Is it easy? Can you do it? Okay. So this is the back stitch. As you can see, it's similar to the stitches if you're using the sewing machine. Okay? Let us now proceed to the next topic. Okay, now, for the sake of the demonstration, I'm going to show to you how to make the back stitch or to sew the back stitch. I will do it first with the thread. Make sure your thread is 4 to 6 strands. And the length is equal to the length of your elbow. Why? What do you think? If it's too long, what will be the possible happen? It will cut, or it's yes, it's also difficult to manage that if it's too long. Okay. How are we going to lock? And ladies, please stop using the finger and then Corona. Okay. So if we're going to lock, there's a simple way. Just do like this at the end of the thread and on top of the needle, wrap around like this and then push it down like this. There you go. You have what we call French knot. Then cut the excess thread. Okay, before we proceed, I said be careful on your fingers not to cut. Okay? And if ever you accidentally pick your finger, don't enjoy your blood. Don't soup. Remember our previous topic. So, now, for the sake of this discussion, I'm going to demonstrate the back stitch. Take your first one. Point A, then go to the point B. Then C. And then go back. Easy, isn't it? Yes. Okay, now, I'm giving you a chance to do this back stitch for 5 minutes. But before we proceed, let's have some agreement. The things that you need to prepare, we need dun. If you need dun, this is the dun. We have a black dun, we have a purple dun. Where is the orange dun? Okay, there's another. Very good. You have a wine. Okay, if those who have dun, you can bring out your dun. We have a trimming scissor. What else? Yes. What do you call this, class? Seam ripper. You forgot. What is this? Okay, and this? Needle. And? Cloth. A piece of cloth. Okay. These are the materials that you're going to use for your activity. Okay. Choose your partner. Then, the score sheet that I'm going to do, or the grade that I'm going to give it to you, is the neatness, 50%. What else? Can you please read? Time bound, how many percent? 25%. Design, And the total of 100. Okay. Choose your partner and perform the back stitch pattern. At least 3 inches length. Is it possible? For 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Time. Start now. Okay, I will prepare your timer. Okay. Time start now. Be careful. Here, there's more scissors here. My dear. Double check. See, okay? Okay.
7
Where's your team? You can share them? Okay. Go to your teammate. Don't leave her alone. I think you do it on your own. See? You are my special girl. Where's our needle? Does anyone see the needle? Hi. Halima, is there I left the needle there? Okay, continue your work. Okay, see the needle. Who gonna give the needle? Okay. So choose your partner. Okay, now start working. Time check, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. How many more minutes? How many more minutes remaining? 6 minutes left. Okay. No, it's a group activity. Okay. Last 2 minutes. Okay. Time's up. Time's up. Pass your work. Let me see. Insert the needle in between the fabric piece. Okay. Next. Okay. Pass your output. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Okay. How about the others? Okay. Where's the needle? Attach the needle. Insert the needle in the fabric like this. Okay. Now, let's do some treasure hunt. Check the paper under your chair. Then read and answer the question. Check your chair, underneath your chair. Check your underneath your chair. Check. If there's a paper. Check. Okay. Okay, number 1. We have number 1. Okay, read the question. Open it. Okay. Yes, stand up, madam. What are, okay, tell me. Okay, so the first question, what are the materials used in sewing? Can you please give? Tell. Okay. Okay, very good. Please take your seat. Good job. Okay, next question. Thank you. Very good. Okay, what is the next question? Please stand up. What are the stitches you have learned today? Hand stitches? Very good. Okay. Another question. Who got the treasure? Okay. Yes. What is the safety precautions that we did? In Somali, translate. Okay. Very good. Use the timbon. Very good. Okay. Very good. Next. The last is. Kali. Why do you need to follow the safety precautions? Somali, translate. Why? Anyone? Hannah, why do we need to follow? Nura? To? Okay, very good. Okay, everybody give yourself a round of applause. Next, our agreement or assignment for the next topic is what are the safety precautions needed while sewing, and then identify the other types of stitches. So, before we end it, do you have any questions that you want me to clarify? Everything's are clear? Okay. Thank you very much.